Hey traders! Welcome back to LutaMarkets, where we break down price action like pros. Today, we're diving into a powerful concept: inverse locked and inverse unlocked zones. This strategy is essential for catching high-probability reversals and sniper entries. Stay tuned to learn how to use these zones to improve your trading strategy. Let's start by understanding what these zones mean. On the chart, you can see two major labels: inverse locked and inverse unlocked. These represent key price action areas where liquidity and order flow play a crucial role. An inverse locked zone occurs when price aggressively pushes into an area, usually a supply or demand zone, and creates a strong reaction. This suggests that institutional traders or large market participants are placing orders in that zone. On the other hand, the inverse unlocked zone forms when price revisits that level and breaks through, signaling a potential shift in market structure. These zones are critical because they tell us whether institutions are trapping retail traders or continuing a strong move. By recognizing this, traders can enter positions at the right time instead of getting caught in market traps. Now, let's go deeper into how these zones form and why they matter. The first key element is price rejection. When price approaches a major level and strongly rejects it, traders often assume that the level is strong support or resistance. This is the inverse locked zone. However, the market isn't always that simple. Price can later revisit the same area and break through, unlocking the zone and triggering a new trend. This is a common tactic used by smart money to trap retail traders. Many traders enter positions too early, thinking the level will hold, but then price reverses and stops them out. By waiting for confirmation of an inverse unlock move, traders can avoid getting caught in these traps. Let's talk about how to trade these zones effectively. The first step is to identify an inverse locked zone. Look for strong rejection at a key level, such as a previous high, low, or supply and demand zone. This rejection should be marked with a strong wick or an engulfing candle. However, do not enter a trade just yet. Wait for price to return to the level. The next step is to look for the inverse unlocked move. When price revisits the zone and instead of rejecting, it breaks through, that's a sign of a potential trend continuation. This is where we look for trade entries. There are two ways to enter. One method is an aggressive entry, where a trader enters immediately after price breaks through the level, placing a stop loss inside the previous locked zone. This approach is riskier but allows for early positioning in the trend. The second method is waiting for a retest. After breaking through the level, price often comes back to test it before continuing the move. Waiting for a retest provides additional confirmation and allows for a better risk-to-reward entry. Understanding the psychology behind these moves is also important. Many traders get caught in bad trades because they act impulsively. They enter too early, ignore price structure, or chase price after the move has already happened. To avoid these mistakes, traders must focus on confirmation and patience. Instead of reacting emotionally, a professional trader waits for price to show its hand first. If an inverse locked zone forms, they do not assume it will hold forever. Instead, they monitor how price behaves when it revisits the level. If an unlock move happens, they enter with confidence, knowing that the market structure supports their trade. Here are some practical tips for mastering this strategy. Always use multiple timeframes to confirm your trades. Higher timeframes provide stronger confirmation, while lower timeframes allow for precision entries. Combine this strategy with other confluences such as support and resistance, Fibonacci retracements, or order blocks to increase probability. Backtest these concepts on a demo account before trading live. This will help build confidence and improve execution skills. Finally, always trade with proper risk management. Set clear stop-loss levels and avoid over-leveraging to protect your capital. That's it for today, traders. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's a topic you want me to cover next. This is LutaMarkets. Stay disciplined, stay profitable, and I'll see you in the next one.